Everyone, my name is Musa Darna, and today I'll be going over a presentation on the Secure Shell protocol with using the Open Secure Shell application on the Ubuntu server. I'll also go over how to install it on your Ubuntu server and some hardening recommendations for it. Starting off with a little background about what Secure Shell is. It's a cryptographic network protocol that's used to securely access and manage devices over an unsecure network. It provides encrypted communication, which can be used for remote login, command execution, and file transfer between computers. It also runs on port 22 by default. Some features that Secure Shell has: encryption. This protects data from eavesdropping or man-in-the-middle attacks while data is in transit, so it's not transmitted over plain text. Authentication, so it uses passwords, keys, or multi-factor authentication to authenticate users. Port forwarding, this just allows secure tunneling of data. File transfer, so it's protocols like SCP or file transfer protocol. And remote command executions, so this allows for a user to be able to run commands from a remote machine. All right, and moving on to the OpenSSH application. It is an open source implementation of the Secure Shell protocol. It provides a suite of secure networking utilities based on the Secure Shell server, and it also allows for remote login, file transfer, port forwarding, and tunneling, and key management, which are all features that we covered, which are all basic features of the Secure Shell port. And these are some basic commands for the Open Secure Shell application. So SSH, this is the secure remote login client. This is just used to connect to a remote SSH server. SCP, this is the file transfer protocol, or this is the secure copy protocol, which is used for file transfer. So you can transfer files between local and remote machines using Secure Shell. SFTP, this is the file transfer protocol. It's a secure FTP alternative. This is also used for file transfer. SSH-keygen, this generates public-private key pairs, which allows for a passwordless Secure Shell login. SSH-agent, this just keeps the private keys in memory, so you don't need to keep entering your passwords over and over again. And SSH-add, this adds the private keys to the agent. And to install OpenSSH on your server, first you want to make sure that your server is up to date with and upgraded. And once you do that, you want to run the command sudo apt install OpenSSH-server-y. This will install the OpenSSH application. And you might have to do this. You'll also have to allow access to port 22, which is the default port for SSH. You'll need to open up traffic through your firewall. And this is just a basic installation of OpenSSH. Finally, some hardening recommendations for OpenSSH. Number one, disable root login. So allowing root login through a secure shell is a big security risk because if an attacker is able to gain access to a root account, then they'll have access to all those elevated privileges that a root account has access to. So if an attacker can log into a root account directly, then they already have full control pretty much. But if they were to log into a normal user account, let's say for example, then they wouldn't have access to all those elevated privileges that a root account usually has access to. And it also root access also allows for more attack services, since it gives complete control over the system, making it easier for attackers to add malware or modify SSH configurations or etc. So disabling root login, number one, it can actually reduce brute force attacks, and it can also improve accountability and auditing, since instead of using a shared root account, uh, every admin logs in with their own account and then use sudo to give them those privileges. So this will give more auditing. It'll leave a more clear audit trail for every action they do. And talking about brute force attacks, fail to ban is another implementation that can be used to protect against brute force attacks on your server. So putting that in is also another good security recommendation. Using a strong login banner. So when an attacker will usually scan an SSH server to identify or look for their version and operating system details. So if Secure Shell is giving away those details, then attackers can exploit those known vulnerabilities for that version of the operating system that you are running. So customizing and using a strong login banner will remove system version details from the Secure Shell login prompt, hiding the version details and all of that stuff, so an attacker won't be able to automatically get that information and use it to their advantage. And the last one, using stronger updated cryptographic algorithms. So just making sure that you're not using older versions of encryption algorithms like MD5 or CBC ciphers that attackers can break or decrypt SSH traffic from. So if you actually go into the SSH configuration file and edit it so that it only allows for stronger, more up-to-date algorithms, then it will help better protect against attackers. So algorithms like AES Advanced Encryption Standard 256 or other ones that are more up to date and stronger will overall give your server a better security posture. And these are my references. And that is the end of the presentation. Thank you for watching.